Now we're going to move on to our next game. This is Iowa versus number 3 Ohio State at 3:30 p.m. They are playing in the shoe. Ohio State, they're looking for some stuff to prove. This is really the first big team they've played. If you want to count Michigan State, you can, but really all they've played is they played a really cupcake schedule early against Akron, Western Michigan, and Marshall.
What's new?
Yeah. So obviously I think they're being really overhyped right now, but this is the chance for them to prove themselves, right? Iowa, they're coming in. This is a chance for them to prove themselves too. Can Cade McNamara have a really, really good game against Ohio State? Can they get their offense going? Because you got the defense. All you got to do, is go out there and try to stop that high-powered offense, because this is a high-powered defense versus a high-powered offense. And all you got to do is go out there and do it. But can your offense keep you in the game? That's the question for Iowa. Well, we're going to answer that question after we tell you this. The ESPN FPI is Ohio State favored by 90%, and the spread is OSU by 20.5. I'm picking first on this one. What do I think? Well, let me start out with Iowa. So you've got one of the best defenses in the league. You've got to use it. You've got to have the playmakers, all right? You cannot let the receivers get behind you. You've got to keep them in front of you, and you've got to win the battle at the line of scrimmage. You've got to find a way to limit Keyshawn Judkins from doing what he does so well. All right, you got to win that game at the line of scrimmage, and you got to get your offense going early. If you don't, Ohio State will make you pay. For Ohio State, this is your game in your stadium. It's your game to lose, or it's your game to win. All right? If you want to say that you're one of the top 5 teams in the country, then this is the week to prove it, all right, against this really good defense. Because Iowa's defense is tough, all right? So you're going to have to play complementary football. You're going to have to use Keyshawn Judkins. You're going to have to use your wideouts. You're going to have to move the ball down the field and get in the end zone. Honestly, I don't think that's going to be a problem. I got Ohio State in this one. I don't know that I picked them to cover, because I think that's so high. I think the spread's so high at 20.5 because they have all the playmakers they have, and because they've been winning games by so much, and because it's at Ohio State. And Iowa has been known to not have an offense, especially in games like this. So for that reason, I'm going to have to go with Ohio State. And Joey is also picking Ohio State. So, Isaac, will you make it a TBD triple pick, or will you pick Iowa? Who do you think?
Well, let me start by saying, this is my least favorite. Honestly, these guys, my disdain for Ohio State is on par with Alabama. I'm going to reserve that for now, because I'm not here to talk about that, okay? This is a Saturday game in Columbus. Honestly, I don't know that Ohio State covers, but I do like the Buckeyes in this one. I don't think Iowa's offense can match up. Ohio State barely, and not that it was really a big deal, but they played Marshall, and they were favored by 34.5, and they covered at 35, barely. The problem with Ohio State is they continue to start slow. Do I think that would be an issue against Iowa? Potentially, because they have a good defense. But Iowa doesn't have the offense to hang with them. I like Ohio State in this one, probably by 2 touchdowns, maybe 17. I don't know that they cover, but the Buckeyes, an easy win in this one for a TBD triple pick. I'd love to say I'm excited to watch this one, but honestly, I actually am. Yeah, this will be a good one. I've got Ohio State on Saturday.